Hey, good afternoon. This is Fran-Sez. I've noticed that the volume is very high when I make a video, so I'm cutting back on my voice. I have a very good microphone and camera. But anyways, my video today is about spir-ON-oh-LAK-tone. That's the correct pronunciation. Okay, so I got my dosage increased. These are like 50 milligrams per tablet twice a day. That's 100 milligrams per day. Okay, Fran-Sez has been on 25 milligrams a day of spir-ON-oh-LAK-tone for 5 or 6 years. I don't know. It's been a long time, folks. So I want to go over some of the things. This is the sheet they give you at the pharmacist, and it has all these things. So I have never seen anybody say anything like this on YouTube. So I'm not going to read the entire sheet, but I wanted to highlight some things. Okay. This medicine is a potassium-sparing diuretic used to treat swelling and fluid retention in patients with congestive heart failure. That's me. Or liver cirrhosis or certain kidney problem. Blah, blah, blah. It also used for treating high blood pressure, for increased survival and reducing the need to go to the hospital for heart failure in certain patients, or for treating or preventing low blood potassium. It may also be used to treat excess secretion of the hormone aldosterone by the adrenal gland. It may also be used to treat other conditions as determined by your doctor. Okay, so I think aldosterone is something to do with testosterone. I don't know. Okay, I'm not a doctor. Okay. Okay, warning, 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 danger, Will Robinson. Before using this medicine has been shown to cause tumors in laboratory animals. Shucks, poor animals. This medicine should only be used for the conditions for which it is indicated. Avoid unnecessary use of this medicine. Some medicines or medical conditions may interact with this medicine. Inform your doctor or pharmacist of all prescription and over-the-counter medicine that you are taking. Hate that when I lose my spot. Do not take this medicine if you are taking another potassium-sparing diuretic. Example, blah, blah, blah. Additional monitoring of your dose or condition may be needed if you are taking adrenocorticotropic hormone, corticotropin, ACTH, and all this other stuff. So basically it says, if you're taking all these other kind of drugs, and I don't know what your health condition is or what medications you're on, but this medication interacts with other medications. So like in support of what Missy Jen said, you got to take this stuff in accordance with the doctor, okay? I mean, you might be taking something that if you start taking this with a heavy dosage, self-medicating, you could, cause yourself some bodily harm with your glands, okay? So, enough said there. How to use this medicine. It says follow the directions, blah, blah, blah. Take this medicine with or without food. This medicine may increase the amount of urine or cause you to urinate more often when you first start taking it. Yes, it does. Okay, enough said. Prepare to go to the party more often. Okay. This medicine may, oh, okay, I already said that. Blah, 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 blah. Store this medicine at room temperature below 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, in a tightly closed container. That's 25 degrees C, by the way, for the Canadians. Away from heat, moisture, and light. So I store these in a kitchen cabinet where it's usually under 77 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? So, anyway, and it's away from light because the cabinet door is closed all the time, okay? So, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, anyway, so you got to properly take care. It says, do not store in the bathroom. Keep out of the reach of children. Easy. Okay, cautions. Do not use this medicine if you're allergic to any ingredient in this medicine. Oh boy, that's a generic. Blah, 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 blah. Keep all doctor and lab appointments. This medicine may affect certain lab results. Excuse me. Okay, so like, you ain't going to get any labs or blood testing if you don't go see a doctor and get a prescription for this stuff. So if you start self-medicating, blah, 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 I mean, unless you go and blood tests are important, and who's going to order that? You know, so, you know, you're going to pay. Anyway, check with your doctor before you drink alcohol while using this medicine. Okay. Gee, maybe I should cut down on my resveratrol. Trying to stop drinking beer now. Okay. Okay. These effects may be worse if you take it with alcohol and certain medicines. Blah, blah, blah. Do not operate a vehicle while taking this medication. Yeah, see, that's one of the reasons they wouldn't let me go back to work, because I was on this, plus some other medications that says it may cause dizziness. See, they didn't want me to get dizzy, fall off a ladder, and become a health problem. Okay. Well, anyways, that's a lot of boring shit. Okay. I ain't going to read this whole thing, like I said. Oh, this is interesting. For women, if you become pregnant, discuss with your doctor the benefits and risks of using this medicine during pregnancy. This medicine is found in breast milk. Do not breastfeed while taking this medication. Okay, you girls. Okay. You're taking this medication. I don't care how big your tits get, or even if you're on progesterone, you start producing milk. Don't feed it to a baby, okay? You're not supposed to do that. Okay? Possible side effects. Side effects that may occur while taking this medication include, oh my God, diarrhea. Ugh. That's the worst thing. Dizziness, drowsiness, headache, nausea, stomach cramping, or vomiting. Geez, I guess I haven't got anything like that. Although, you know, I've gotten some pretty dizzy and kind of zigzag down the street walking to the bus stop after I drink a lot while I'm on this medication. I'm a bad patient. Anyway. Well, at least once a week. Usually I'm a pretty good patient. Anyway. Oh, God. Some of this stuff I just can't read. It's just too gross, you know. Starts talking about leg cramps, different colored stools. We don't want to hear that, right? Okay, so allergic reaction, blah, 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 hives, you know, difficulty breathing, tightness in the chest. I've been getting tightness in the chest every time I wear a bra, you know. Okay, enough for the jokes. Symptoms of an allergic reaction, you know, okay, I just read that. Okay. Overdose. If overdose is suspected, contact your local poison control center. Jeez. Does that mean I have to call the poison control center every time I go out to the lounge? Oh, additional, do not share this medicine with others for whom it is not prescribed. Do not use this medicine for other health conditions. If you will be using this medicine for an extended period of time, be sure to obtain necessary refills before your supply runs out. Check with your pharmacist. Okay, so that's just 10 minutes. Okay, well, that's just a few of the warnings. Okay, so, we're taking this slow. Okay, Francis has got heart failure. I'm on other medications. And the doctor's being super cautious about what he's going to prescribe for me, and I understand that. Okay. Anyway, um, so I had a long day today. Okay. I looked at the bus schedule, and I took a very early bus. Mostly like kids going to school were on a bus that early, and anyways, I got into town 7 o'clock. Okay, some of these kids must be going to high school because not too many of them got off at the college. So I don't know where they go for high school. There's a few high schools all over Jacksonville, but like in my west side or my section of town, I don't know how many high schools there are. But most of the people on the bus were either people going to work or going probably to high school. Okay, because anyways, I rode the bus up to a certain bus stop, and then I waited for the southbound bus, and I got on that. So I got down to Orange Park about 8 a.m. and I went to Chick-fil-A, and because I checked this out ahead of time, and I would have went to my favorite breakfast spot up in King Street, which is what I wanted to do, and I could have took the buses there, but that restaurant that I like to go to didn't open till 8, and it was just too small a window to eat breakfast and then get to my therapist appointment down in Orange Park for 11 a.m. So anyways, I was on the bus before 7 o'clock this morning, and I didn't get to my destination on the shuttle in Orange Park till like 10:30. So Francis was on the buses and traveling, and I did stop for an hour at Chick-fil-A to have breakfast, and about 8 a.m. before I took the shuttle bus to my appointment. So, but basically, it took me 4 hours to get to my therapist appointment. Okay, riding buses and eating breakfast, and then walking across a parking lot at the mall to catch my shuttle bus. Anyway, anyways, my appointment ended at noon instead of starting at noon. So I walked real fast up the road, and I was able to catch the shuttle bus, and then get back to the Orange Park Mall, and I didn't even think I was going to catch this bus, but I caught, just as the shuttle bus got to the parking lot, I asked him to let me off early because there's a bus stop about quarter mile from where the bus actually leaves, and so I said I want to get off here because the bus is due to leave in a minute. It's a good thing I got off because there's a bus stop. I think it's like maybe the first or second bus stop around the mall parking lot from where the bus starts. So I got off, and you know what? I got off the shuttle bus, walked to the bus stop. In fact, I didn't even get to the bus stop sign, and here comes the big bus that takes you downtown. So that worked out great. So, I got back home by before 1 o'clock. Okay. Well, I could have got off, but I had to go get my prescription. So that's another thing. Then I go to Walgreens to get this. They sent me an email saying it was ready like yesterday. So I goes in there and it wasn't there. It wasn't ready. They said they put it back. I says, look, you just sent me an email yesterday saying that my prescription's waiting for me to pick it up. And I says, and I'm here the next day, and you're saying, so I had to wait for them to actually fill this bottle. Imagine that, they fill the bottle. I says, how long do you usually keep the thing? They said a week. I says, well, you just sent me an email saying that I had this prescription yesterday, and I come here to pick it up, and I says, I had to take a bus here, and I got to wait in the hot sun for a bus to get home now. Oh, well, we can fill it real quick in 20 minutes. I says, well, okay, we'll do it. I mean, how kind of stupid service is that, you know? I mean, I am really almost like up to here with this Walgreens place, okay? Every time I go there to pick up a new medication, it's like they don't have it, and I have to wait, okay? It's ridiculous. I don't get it, you know? I mean, I used to get prescriptions up in New England, and, you know, I mean, I used to go to the supermarket where I would pick up my prescriptions, and they were there. And, you know, if it took me a few days to get there, because I had to take the bus, I don't have a car, and I can't go through the drive-up pickup and all this other stuff like other people. Oh, my prescription's ready, so they jump in the car and they drive. Oh, and I told them that. I says, look, you know, I'm a disabled senior citizen, and I can't get out of my apartment every day. And you know, I don't appreciate coming here to pick up my prescription, and you don't have it ready. I mean, what kind of customer service is that? And you know what? All my regular prescriptions I get refilled. Guess what? I put up with this crap for now a year and a half, over a year, and I have them mailed to me now. But, you know, you get a new prescription from the doctor, you have to go pick it up the first time. Well, this one's immediately going into refill status. And, you know, I'm going to refill it and have them send it to me through the mail from Arizona with all the rest of my prescriptions, okay? So, I mean, it's crazy, you know? I mean, you know, you have a prescription, the doctor calls it in, you're supposed to go there and pick it up, right? And then it's not there. I mean, how stupid is that, right? And they got in the pharmacy, they got all these little bins, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And, you know, and my little MC box, you know, they should have had my prescription in there, right? Well, it wasn't in there. I mean, you know, and they even sent me an email and said my prescription's ready for pickup. Well, I got there, and guess what? It wasn't ready for pickup. You know, so I says, you know, it's 90 degrees outside, man. You know, I took a bus here, came in to get my prescription, and then go back out to the bus stop. But now I says, I'm going to miss my bus in 10 minutes because you don't have my prescription ready. And, oh, it'll be ready in 20 minutes. I says, fine, yeah, fine. Okay, so I went and I got some 3-liter bottle of Versatrol. And I got a back brush. Oh, God, where is it? Oh, it's behind me there. It's that white fuzzy thing. See, back on the chair behind me. Yeah, my old back brush finally broke, the plastic one, so I had to get a new one. Anyways. And I got a bar of soap, my favorite soap, but I'm sending it off as a gift to somebody. Okay, so anyway, that's enough said. What is this, 18, almost 19? I better get off the phone here, huh? But anyway, so Fran-Sez is taking 50 milligrams of spir-ON-oh-LAK-tone twice a day, and I've been doing it for 2 weeks because, you know, my old prescription I had 25 milligrams, but I had a couple months. They sent me some extra like a few months ago. And so I've been for 2 weeks I've been taking 425 milligrams a day, right? 4 times 25 is 100. But I'm down to like maybe I got a week's left of the old prescription. So I started taking these, and I'll get a refill of this every month. And then who knows, this might go up. It depends. I got to take some blood tests in 2 weeks before I go back and see my endocrinologist, and then they're going to like see what this dosage has done to my blood values, okay? So the whole purpose of this video is, folks, don't self-medicate, especially if you have some medical conditions like heart failure or cirrhosis or something else, or you're taking a bunch of other medications, because you don't know how they're going to affect, how this is going to affect all the other medication. You know, your doctor will know, okay? And so enough said, okay? So I just want to caution everybody to be safe, because, you know, your health is more important than your whatever. You know, I mean, I've said enough, okay? I'm trying to keep this within the bounds of the YouTube and for kids. And you kids out there, if you want to grow up and be healthy and as wonderful as Fran-Sez, you need to, like, don't take drugs that you're not supposed to, because you don't know what that does, okay? You don't know what's in those drugs, okay? You buy on the street, you have no idea. And, you know, some people take drugs, and it may not be the drug that they think they're taking. There might be something in it that kills them. But they didn't know that, because, you know, there's no control, like pharmaceutical control over how they produce illegal drugs, okay? So think, be smart. You know, you might have some kids that you hang out with in your neighborhood, and they take different things like LSD and who knows what else, okay? And, you know, kids did that when I was growing up in high school too, but I never took any of that stuff, okay? I drank beer, but you got to buy that at the liquor store, okay? I lived in Massachusetts, grew up in Massachusetts. You could not buy beer or wine in a supermarket. Everything was sold out of a liquor store, okay? So, you know, Massachusetts, they have a real tight control over who gets to have some alcoholic beverages, right? So, anyways, enough said there. But you know what? You need to be very careful about what you put through your lips and goes down in your stomach, because, you know, you can die, okay? You know, beer is tested before it's bottled and distributed. It ends up in the package store. And wine and all these things that are legal for you to buy, okay, if you're old enough, supposedly. But, you know, you got to be very careful about that. So if any of you kids, I know probably a lot of kids might be watching this, or even if there's just one or two, I don't care. Be careful. Your life is more important than any stupid teenage fantasy that somebody's trying to perpetrate on you. And don't let peer pressure dictate what you take to get high, okay? Because, you know, you need to protect yourself, and only you can do that, okay? Love everybody, and I'll catch you in my next video.